Welcome back to the Music City Surrey Showcase, where we highlight some awesome musical talent here in the city of Surrey. My name is Keely Ramage Scott, and today I'm here to make some new friends. So let's meet one of them. This is Jessie Cavalier. Jessie,
Hi.
so great to have you in the studio.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome. So you started releasing music last year, you were telling me.
Yeah.
But what really brought on like the joy and the inspiration to go from, oh my God, this is something that I like to do, to this is something that I want to do professionally?
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know. Like I've sang like my whole life, always written songs. It was actually for a school project that I made the song, like literally in my kitchen. And I think once I made that was kind of what made me like think like, oh, like I can actually like do more of this, like not just like for myself. So that kind of like brought more of like experience with that. And then my manager found me from that. So that kind of just like brought up, like kept going step by step more, you know? So that's kind of just.
Yeah, and that first song, was it entirely like self-produced, self-written, self-released, all that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Cool. What was that one called?
Wrong Person, Wrong Time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And like, tell me more about the school project. Like, how was that turned into like a song entirely?
Well, okay, I don't know, like it's called like a capstone project, and we had to like make something new. So I was like, why not just like I already write songs, like that's something new. So I was like, may as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just did that. Yeah.
Awesome. So like, when did you first start songwriting then, if you've been singing your whole life?
I actually don't remember. I feel like probably when I was little, like I just like probably like a few years ago, more seriously, I started writing songs that I actually like. But yeah, like probably since I was like 10, writing like little songs in my room.
We all have the ones that we didn't like at first.
Yeah.
Did you always play an instrument too, or was it just lyrics first? Like, how was your process like?
Yeah, I learned piano when I was 8, and then I taught myself guitar.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't like piano when I first went into it. My mom like made me do lessons. But yeah. So yeah, I learned.
I feel like that's a lot of people's story, but it's such a
I
cool
know.
instrument once you grow older. Like at first I was like, I want to learn this, and then I was like, I hate this. And now as an adult, I'm like, I love this again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
So who are some of the artists that inspire you to write music? Like
Taylor
lyrically?
Swift.
Yeah.
100%. I also love like Gracie Abrams, Olivia Rodrigo.
Cool.
Yeah.
And like, what kind of inspiration do you take from their music, would you say?
Oh, I guess like lots of Taylor Swift songs. Like everyone loves them. Like you can just like all the heartbreak songs, like you know what I mean? Like I guess just that, and then just like it's so fun to create something that's like similar, and it's like, oh, like, you know?
I can kind of relate to the fans of these artists that I admire.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you take kind of that inspiration from them, and like, how do you pull your own experiences and your own writing process into it?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I say a lot, like, maybe not the exact words they use, but a lot of like different phrases, like it's easy to like put into your songwriting too. I don't know. I'd say I just like start writing and like whatever rhymes, like it kind of just like comes to me that way.
Yeah.
And yeah, just like from personal experiences.
Do you have a story about a song that you'd be willing to share with us?
Yeah, I recently wrote, it's called Only 17 and So Naive. And I was at work and I like didn't know how to write a check. So I was like, oh my gosh, like I'll just write a song about this, about being like young. So yeah, I wrote that one.
Yeah. So there's these experiences that we're supposed to learn in school that no one teaches us anymore.
Yeah.
And there's still everyday tasks.
Yeah.
I always complain that no one taught me how to do my taxes in school.
Yeah.
That's so funny because it's relatable to so many people on so many different levels. Like it could be not just about writing a check, but anything else in your life that you've experienced. So since like writing that first song that you self-released, self-produced, wrote by yourself, have you kind of, what's your process like now for new releases? Have you worked with producers and studios and like other co-writers and stuff like that?
I haven't co-written a song yet. I want to do that. But yeah, I'm working with a producer. There's nothing like officially like planned yet, but I'm wanting to release music.
Awesome. So you've got like new releases hopefully on the horizon.
Yeah.
Then what about shows? Do you have any shows planned, or like have you got like any monumental performances that you've done in the last year and experiences from that you can share with us?
Yeah, I don't have any shows like planned. I've been just like gigging like different restaurants, which I started I think the beginning of this summer. So yeah, that's kind of just what I'm doing right now. But
is it mostly covers? Do you play original music too?
Yeah, I do. My set list is mainly covers, but I throw some of my originals in there too.
Have you thought about building a band out for shows in the future, or is it just mostly yourself?
Yeah, I would love a band. Right now, it's obviously just easier to like plan by myself. But yeah, sometime in the future.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So for the future then, what do you think that looks like for you for music releases? Like do you have like a kind of genre that you're expecting to jump into? Like any plans for like who you want to be as an artist?
Right. Yeah. I'm definitely like singer-songwriter pop. And I'd love to just like continue with music and see where it goes, honestly. Just release music and like keep playing and like hopefully grow some people that like my music.
Awesome. Do you have any advice for somebody who I guess is looking to break into music, or they're looking to find that jumping off point that you did, where they were just like, this is something that I really love, and now it's something that I'd like to pursue? Advice for somebody on how they could do that?
Yeah, I'd say just like don't give up and don't let like fear stop you. Like I used to be so like fearful and like stage fright, like worse, I let it stop me for everything. But then I kind of was just like whatever, so I kind of just started putting myself out there and like saying yes to everything, and like that's another thing, and like not saying no to things that, you know what I mean, just like taking on new opportunities.
Yeah, there's new opportunities will always bring you new experiences, and even if it's there's definitely like places where new opportunities aren't always the best opportunities, but everything's a learning experience too, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So where can people find you online, Jessie?
My Instagram is Jessie Cavalier Music, and my TikTok's the same, I think. And then Spotify under Jessie Cavalier.
Awesome. And I think you're going to play for a song for us coming up, and we're excited to hear that. And thanks everyone at home for tuning in to another episode of the Music City Surrey Showcase. We'll see you in the next video.
I've been staring at my phone, waiting for you to call. But maybe I'm delusional for thinking you would wanna talk. Only known you for a couple weeks, and this feeling's starting to haunt me. And why do I feel the need to call you mine? Oh, me and you don't make sense, but I just gotta tell ya that the way I feel about you, I didn't try to, but the way you look at me, you didn't have to, and it's almost like you tricked me into falling. 'Cause I never expected this, but here we are. It's the forbidden kind of love. Maybe a different time or place, 'cause I know I make it obvious, but when I'm with you I just can't hide the smile on my face. And why is it so wrong when it feels so right? Can't we try to make it work? There's not a day that goes by that you're not on my mind. And oh, me and you don't make sense, but oh, I just gotta tell ya that the way I feel about you, I didn't try to, but the way you look at me, you didn't have to, and it's almost like you tricked me into falling. 'Cause I never expected this, but here we are. It's the forbidden kind of love, the forbidden kind of love. Oh, it's the way I feel about you. I didn't try to, but the way you look at me, you didn't have to.